Taking a look at the iPhone 14 Pro today, probably one of the most sought after phones of this year. Of course, Apple will always have at least a portion of its die-hard fan base, so today we're looking at what all the hype is about over the iPhone 14. iPhone 14 Pro at the top. Of course, you have the standard no knife needed box, so let's go ahead and get into it. Smooth as always. Let's go ahead and take a look at the device now. Of course, we have the similar Apple silhouette. Looks virtually identical to the previous models on the first look. Let's go ahead and get into what else is included in this box. Of course, your usual Apple books and sticker. Let's go ahead and get the screen protector off. As you can see, it already has fingerprints on the camera module as well as the back glass just from me handling it here. Definitely going to be a consideration when you're looking at one of these, but you can't get the beautiful glass back without fingerprints, unfortunately. Now that the phone is on, you can see how the punch out on this phone looks. You can also see the sensors firing up by the lights on top as well. Standard Apple startup. Again, the build of this phone is just so incredibly beautiful. Gonna speed things up just to go ahead and run through this setup. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and check how big this camera bump is. As you can see, it protrudes pretty much completely out of the phone and is very large. Even compared to some of the older iPhone models, it's very, very large. Okay, let's grab another model so we can compare a little more accurately. As you can see, this model's camera is probably about 30 to 40% larger than the old model, both of the back of the phone and in terms of the overall surface area. Screens are roughly identical. I forgot to turn off the night shift on the 12, so the color isn't quite true what the phone actually looks like. The bezel is slightly thinner vertically on the 12, but overall the size is larger on the 14. Now, when I look at the smoothness of the screens, the 14 is slightly smoother, but I really can't tell very much whether it's like placebo or it's actually any different. Honestly, the difference is not that great. Of course, you won't be able to see through this YouTube video, but the difference is very minor, honestly, even for someone like me who's looking for the difference in the screen. So if you are looking to get this phone simply for the screen, I would not recommend upgrading, honestly. Just a word on the camera bump, it is absolutely massive. As you can see, it rocks pretty heavily on this table. Compared to the 12, it's not even close, and without the case, this camera bump is honestly going to attract a lot of scratches around the edges if you don't put a case on it. A thick case at that. The notch from the 14 is also supposed to have some features built into it, which will be on the app developers to add features to, but just some basic ones that I noticed were on there were integrations with things like Spotify and calling. Alright, so if you lock the screen, you can also see the lock on the notch, and when you show your face, you can also see when the phone is looking for your face by the indicator lights. I don't think this was on the 12. I'm not sure how I feel about that, and I'll probably not be using this, but it's just something different that I noticed. Alright, hope you all enjoyed this comparison, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these.